Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Miss Miami, and I'm back with another vlog, rant, or podcast. Of course, today is more so like a little bit of both, because I just consider it as a lesson learned. So today I will be talking about a situation that I'm currently going through that I'm kind of uneasy about. People that know me, people that follow me on TikTok, Instagram, they always see happy Miss Miami, lovable, always speaking positivity or trying to crack a joke. So corny, but it does not matter. Like, whatever it is, I always try to just spread the love. But what happens when you can't paint that picture of love anymore because of how you really feeling? And right now I just feel like this is a vulnerable point for me in my life. I'll be 39 probably like in 5 days. Yeah, 5 days. Okay, happy birthday. I'm still gonna be happy about it, because you know what, everybody don't get to see this age, and I just thank God for allowing me to see each and every day, especially with what I'm going through. So I want to go ahead and just jump into it without kind of like beating around the bush, if I, so to speak. So basically, in which I'm gonna save this story for y'all, well, plenty of stories for y'all on the same subject for a minute, because I want to get this out, because I truly do feel like this type of information can touch somebody, help somebody, and once you see me overcome it, you'll overcome it as well. Right now it's dark to me, and I don't feel like I'm gonna overcome it, but I know for a fact that God always get me out of situations, especially if I feel like I can't handle it, if I feel like it's a burden. I just feel like I'm about to have a clean slate, a rebirth, and a breakthrough. And sometimes when you about to get so much from God, he take you through so much, so when you finally get there, he like, see, I knew what I was doing. So right now I just take the good with the bad. So basically lately I've been going probably for the past like 5 months, I want to say, I've been going through car issues. And I actually had a nice car. It was a Mazda CX-5, I think you call it, but more of an SUV. And it was, something. I got stuff everywhere, y'all. We not gonna live this life. We ain't gotta look at this craziness while I'm doing my video. But it was a Mazda CX-5, and it was fairly new. It was only about 2 years old. And last year, when me and my ex broke up, well, first of all, I had a Buick at first when I first met him, and of course the Buick was giving me the runaround. It was just like it was going bad, and I think it was going bad because I got a mechanic to work on it, and then the mechanic messed it up for whatever reason. He messed up something, I want to say within the engine or whatever. So by the time my ex met me, I still had my car, but I was having so many car troubles. And he told me he had a car, but I never saw the car. But I ain't making no big deal, because I mean, he was breaking bread, he was spending money, and I was blinded by the gifts and all the other things that he was giving me. So of course, my bad, and I'm gonna definitely share my responsibility and my portion of blame on this entire situation. But so fast forward, he realized he liked me a lot, and I'm liking him, and we still in that honeymoon stage, and boom, bam, boom. Not a baby. Not a baby, thank you Lord. Not a baby, dodge that bullet. But he was like, hey, you want a new car or whatever? And I'm like, yes, I need it. The car is wearing down, it's not doing so well or whatever. And then I found him using my car as well. But I'm like, well, I brought it up. I'm like, I thought you said you had a car. He was like, oh, it's at my so-and-so house. It needs some work done on it, this, that, and the third. Why did I let him lie to me like that? Because one thing about me, y'all, I don't know why I like to play that naive role with men, just to, especially the ones I really like. I try to act like, I want to say, I don't want to just use the word dumb, but oblivious to things that I know is the obvious, and I know better than that. So I ignored the situation or whatever. He told me what he told me. I said, okay, you know what, whatever. So anyway, ended up getting the car. He didn't buy me the car. I ended up getting the car. He told me he was going to be paying the car note on the car, and I'm just responsible for the car insurance. And I'm like, oh, man of my life, man of my dreams. And the first month, because I thought that with some car companies, you get to extend before you start paying, so you get like a 60-day grace period or whatever the case is. So I went ahead, I thought that I got the grace period, but kind of found out I didn't get the grace period. So I informed him that I didn't get a grace period, in which he shouldn't have even been looking for no grace period, because he told me that he was going to be able to handle this bill. I told him what day it's going to be on, and that just should have been that. He the one told me to get a car, and he was like, listen, this is what I can afford monthly and everything. So I'm thinking, you know what, I like him, you know, I'm on a car, ain't no man ever buy me no car. I'm just being honest about how I felt. So I was just like in awe about a lot of stuff. So the first payment was due the next month. He ain't have it. He asked me, can I push it back, this, that, and the third. I got it pushed back, but the people was like, okay, you still gonna be responsible for the next month as well. So at this point, we in a hole of $1,400. Now this is like a year and a half ago. Y'all gotta excuse the dog. The dog is rude. But this is like a year and a half ago. Well, no, 2 years ago. So we behind or whatever on the car. And next thing you know, where was I? Y'all don't understand what I'm going through right now, but I'm just really trying to hold it all together. So anyway, the situation, so the time went back past or whatever. He was paying, but he was paying like spotty, like $400 this month, $300 that month, the full $700 the other month, because the bill was pretty high or whatever. And I asked him, I'm like, you sure you can afford this? Yeah, I'm sure. Quick talker, you know. So $700 the next month. It was a total of $720 monthly. So that just kept going. That same. And sometimes I go ahead and fulfill it and pay the balance without him knowing. And sometimes I just be like, you know what, he go give it to me, because, you know, we was living together, we was together, so it's like I know I'm gonna see him or whatever the case is, but he always found a way to shake me or give me less than what he say he was gonna give, or bargain with me for whatever reason. And so time goes by, and at this point I'm like, okay, you know, the car note is not really getting paid like it's supposed to, and you know, it's not working out. And at this point I'm only telling y'all about the car, okay? This conversation is strictly about the car. I got so much more to tell y'all about this subject, this particular subject, because y'all, when I tell y'all I grew so much from it, it is what it is. I grew from this. So I want y'all to know, I'm giving it a title. This is the car. All right. So anyway, we go ahead, we break up in July, I want to say, and I still had the car. But when we broke up, he was like, oh, he's still gonna be paying it or whatever, because we broke up because he cheated on me. So I guess that was like more of a sob, or more of a, you know, I'ma still be there for you no matter what type of situation. So I'm over here playing the game, and of course I know in the back of my head he is not gonna pay this car note. So I wasn't able to pay the car note because I had just started a new job, and either way, whether I started a new job or not, like I say, the bill was $700, and I gotta pay bills here in my place so I can keep a roof over me and the kids' head. So anyway, time goes by. I want to say like 2 or 3 months of us done broke up. Now every time I go to this car, my car, it done been tampered with, whether it's the door left open, I mean wide open, not unlocked, wide open. It done been the door left open. It done been situations where the glove compartment was left open, the little middle thing that we be using, you know, all that stuff just be left open, or something be, all the papers from the glove compartment is on the passenger seat. Just like a ramsack type situation. And it was happening very often. I mean, like every day. And I knew it was him. But then I was having threats as well, and I think he was trying to trick me that somebody else was bothering me, in which this person who I was thinking that was bothering me ain't bothered me in years. So it was no way. And it was a woman or whatever. So I'm like, which is my, you know what, my baby daddy, baby mama, I thought she was bothering me. And you know what, she was to some extent. So she did get herself entangled in something, but not to the extent where I thought she was bothering me. So you know what, one day I'll find it in my heart to apologize. But anyway, but I am very apologetic in my heart. So time goes by. He start now. Not only is they bothering the inside of the car, now they bothering things on the outside of the car. Gas tank left open, tire flat. Every morning, y'all, I cannot lie to y'all, every morning my tire was flat. And my tire wasn't flat before I went in the house. So I just was like, who is doing this to me? Mind you, me and him still being friends. I'm still being cordial with him. I'm not taking into him, but I'm still being cordial. So he goes ahead, and I want to hurry and get this out before it actually gets dark outside. Okay, that's a little better. So now we are we cool. And oh no, we wasn't cool yet. I take that back. So we still going through it. All of a sudden, finally, my car just don't even move. It don't even crank up. Now we talking about a brand new 2022. Yep, 2022 Mazda. Mazdas work for as long as you need them to. Anybody that done drove a Mazda, Mazdas work, okay? Mazdas do whatever you need them to do. And I was getting that car service on a regular. Now, at this time, I wasn't paying on the car anymore because I just felt like it was so invaded. Like, every day I went to this car, it never felt like mine because he was going in it and doing things. Y'all, tell y'all no lie. So one day I wake up, I go downstairs, and the car is gone. And I'm like, did he take the car? No, the car got repossessed. I wasn't even mad. I tell y'all no lie, I was not mad. I just was like, just relieved. Like, you know how you just got this gnat bothering you, you outside in the weather, and it's just bothering you. You finally go in the house, take a shower, and oh my God, and you just like, that gnat. And that's why I was with everything. I was at peace. Listen, the car finally gone. That means everything is gone from up under me that could link to him. So now I'm feeling like I could finally breathe. And then out of nowhere, I'm going back and forth. We on Ubers, me and the kids, my son not making it to school. By the way, he's facing he's facing to repeat a grade. Like, it's just so much going on. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I was wrong about everything about him. Let me call. He say he'll always be here. Let me call because I need transportation. I need to be able to get around. I need to be able to provide for these kids. I have a job to go to. I got to get these kids to school. All type of things. So, y'all, I put my foot in my mouth. Now, mind you, I didn't know that he did all this stuff to this car yet. I didn't know any of that. I had a feeling. My child kept telling me. My mama kept telling me because we used to see him around the complex still. But I just didn't want to think that somebody could be so petty. Like, really? So I was like, you know what? Let me call him, get his help. He started taking my kids to school for me, dropping me off to work, just being a cool guy, a cool, calm, collective guy. We was even talking about getting back together because I really appreciated him stepping in when I needed him the most. Not knowing the devil made me need him the most. He made me need him the most because he did all this stuff to me. I did not know that. So finally, he said he was talking to me, and you could tell he started getting a little agitated with taking me and the kids, you know, everywhere. So at this point, I'm in the back of my head, low key, like, I know it was this nigga doing all that. You feel me? So I'm like, I'm gonna ride his ass, whatever. So he finally told me his mom got a car for sale or whatever that she don't want. So I'm like, perfect. You know, I want to buy it. They was like, oh, you ain't see it. Baby, I need a car. I want to buy it. Still to this day, I felt that way. And I had the car. I ended up getting it from the mom. I wasn't fully ready to buy the car. So I told her, can I pay her in payments? She said yes. So I was paying her in payments. And then all of a sudden, I'm doing good. I'm still cool with him. So me and him cool right now. Even though now we done, you know, we cool. And then we ended up stop being cool. But then we got back cool. So y'all go hear about that story. That story is, it's probably a part 1 through 20. But all in all, okay, as long as I got the car, we are cool. And things is going well. And then come Valentine's Day, something happened, in which we'll talk about that another time. Basically, I told him I don't want to talk to him no more. It's not going to work. Because he took somebody else out on Valentine's Day, but you talking about being back with me. So, of course, I'm hurt. But all in all, I know I don't want to deal with this no more. What I don't want to do is find myself in a love triangle. So I went ahead. I say, all right, I'm going to be the bigger person. God been telling me to leave this individual alone. And today is the day. So on February 15, 2025, I left him alone. No problem. So once I left him alone, the first week, we good. Car still working. Car doing everything we needed to do. We driving up and down, baby. I done went from hill to there with no problems. All of a sudden, the car gets towed. And it got towed in one of the most awkward places because me and my child always park over there in that area. The car was actually going to be a gift to my daughter as I, you know, get me a car or whatever the case was. That was just my big plan. But plan wasn't really working out as such. So the car became mine. So anyway, the car ended up getting towed, in which we felt like he caught the tow truck people. And it's so hard to prove when a person is tampering you or your property and you don't see it. It's very hard, and it's a fine line with it. So I went ahead and got the car out the tow, in which that was the same day that I had that bad toothache and got my tooth pulled. So I sent my mom and my daughter to go and get the car or whatever out the tow, and it worked. They used my license. They thought it was her. Whatever. So when we got the car out the tow, I still wasn't talking to him. About 2 days later, I went to the car because it was parked. You know, we used to park it on the outside because it didn't have a sticker yet to be in the complex. So I went to the car, glove compartment open. I said, we weigh this again. Now this 100% told me that it was not my baby daddy, baby mama that's bothering the car. This is somebody that know, because that girl didn't even know that I had a new car. So now the glove compartment open, things back opening up and just busting wide open on its own again. Within a new car. Like, that's stupid to me. So I asked my daughter, did she leave anything open? She said no, but we did leave the car door open. The car is really old, guys. Like, when I tell y'all this car old, like, nobody wants this car, okay? Nobody. Anyway, I crunked the car up. All of a sudden, it's doing that jerking thing again. It's doing things that it wasn't doing before. But it reminded me of my last car that was going through the same thing, even though it was a whole newer model. My last car just ended up saying, you know what, I ain't cranking up because something is wrong. But this car, it's an old car. Old cars, they jerk, they act silly. You know, they do whatever they got to do to let you know something is wrong. Out of nowhere. And the reason I know that the car had nothing wrong with it is because I took it to the mechanic as soon as I got it, and he said it was beautiful, perfect. It just needed something on the tire, something with the tire, but it wasn't nothing within the body of the car, the engine and transmission. So not too long ago, I goes to the car, try to crank it up. My daughter brought it over to me because we parked somewhere else, like I said. So she brought it over and she parked it. But she said it gave her a really hard time. Then I cranked it up. I'm trying to back out. I'm late for work. Still trying to back out. Baby, this car ain't going nowhere. This car ain't going nowhere. So at this time, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave the car here. I left the car there, and sorry about that, y'all. I left the car there, and basically it got towed because on my premises of where I live, you gotta have a sticker. And I never did get the sticker because for some reason I just never felt like it was gonna be totally my car or my child car. Like, it came from his mom. I felt like he had dibs in it and hands up on it. And true enough, so I think he did something where it could be like a slow leak in the transmission and stuff like that. I am not sure, but it literally did the same exact thing, y'all. Like, I cannot lie to y'all, that is weird. So my question is, was that my car luck, or did he really do it? But I'm not no fool to be on here asking y'all anything. He did it. He did it. And it just lets me know that men, they become very jealous and envious of you. You know, and I'm not talking about all men. Not at all. Some men root you on down to your dirty drawers, and I give them that. But some men, you have to be very careful. They act like they humble. They act like they smart. You know, them ones that want to be smarter than you at all times. Want to take the wheel like they Jesus. Listen. No man of mine. I have learned a huge lesson from this, because I felt like I enabled myself and my children in order to kind of like be up under him, for him to do harm to me. So it's just like a real big situation, and me and my kids are being affected by this right now. But in the same breath, like, I take some blame into what I allowed him to do, because men are going to only do what you allow them to do. At this point, I don't put a restraining order out on him. I don't care no more. Like, I'm not fit to be living in fear, and I'm not scared of his ass. As a matter of fact, he 5 foot nothing. I'm not scared of his ass at all. But it's one thing when a person, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. It's one thing when you just in la la land, living your life like you supposed to, and a person got it out for you, so they plotting against you. And that's what you call the enemy. Y'all, with that, I'm gonna go off. I got things to do. I gotta go get my daughter. I gotta take these people back their car. And y'all, Miss Miami, that's me in the raw. I got way more stories, especially when it comes down to these type of situations. Y'all make sure y'all comment, subscribe, and like. I'm here for it, and I'm with the shits. I'm still with the shits. I don't care. Listen, I'm gonna be alright. Are you? Bye.